Okay, today what we're going to do is something a little different. We're going to do fill a need. We have this in here. See all this? What we're going to do is build a bookshelf, or to cover all that, or to a bookshelf that's going to basically house all of this. You know? So what we're going to end up doing is a bookshelf similar to this one here. Okay, now that we got the whole room cleaned out, we're somewhat cleaned out. So what we're gonna end up doing is kind of like we did in the design. We're gonna rearrange it, kind of see how we want it best, guess as far as how we want it to be structured. You can come up with multiple different kinds of ways of design and stuff. It's just, you know, this way we kind of liked it and kind of works best for us as how we put things together. All right. So what we're gonna do is we just gotta arrange it. So the way one is here. One goes on top, like that. Okay, so and we're making it flush, so that's what we're going to end up doing here in flush, best as you can. Okay, so then we're going to do that. So the next one is going to be here, like on its side, continuing on, and then this one just goes on top. All right, so basically what it is one straight forward, one turned sideways. This one's facing upwards and this one's facing sideways. All right, so then that kind of gives you the look of where you actually have this little space in the middle of a square, almost a triangle, but square. All right, so there. So basically what we got two types of screws. We've got wood glues here. These are right here are 3/4 inch screws. These are really going to be for when you're screwing in this thinner section into a thicker piece of wood here. Right. The other ones are going to be for later on. These are basically 1.5. They kind of go pretty depth. And if we use these, it'll go beyond here and it'll kind of poke out. So these are going to be when we kind of screw in the other sections, and we'll get to those. All right. So right now what we're going to do is going to use these 3/4 inch wood screws. At the same time, we're also going to help it along. We're going to bind it with some wood glue. So right here in this section, you'll see that you got your wood glues going, or your wood, these lats that are going across here. What we're doing is we're going to glue those down onto that. That's going to help out. Then we're just going to screw them down as well, to kind of give it a little more support. So that way, that's how the support is all going to happen, right? So it's all going to be nailed to this. This is going to be onto this one, and vice versa. You're just going to keep gluing it. So not all of it, just this section of the lat itself is going to be glued onto here, and then we're going to screw it. So that's how it all kind of combines together. All right. So let's just get going on it. Now we're just gonna let it set for the wood to dry, and we'll get the other one built, all right? And then we'll come back from there, all right? What we're gonna do now is kind of paint it up. Before we do the top layer and bottom layer, kind of the structural for the shelving type unit portion of it, we're just gonna go ahead and do some paint. You can leave it raw like that, that's fine too. You can paint it up. You can do just regular paint, you know, just buy some paint it up. What we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna do like a whitewash on it, like I got right here. I've got like some test pieces. Just have, you know, old paint, get laying around, whatever. And what you want to do is mix it. If you want to lighten up the color, you know, use some white paint, something like that. You know, just old paint. Like you can go. A lot of times you go to Lowe's, you get these small little things. They'll sell them for like $1. You know, just all these different kinds of paints. Just do mixtures, and what we'll do is we'll pour some paint in here and put some water in there. And then pour some white, kind of get it a little bit lighter and such. So yeah, and that's basically what you do. And really with the brushes too, also, don't go get expensive brushes. Just get the regular standard old brushes. because you're gonna be pounding the heck out of it and the rough surface and stuff. So it's gonna get messed up. So all you want to do is something that will adhere the paint to the wood, because you're gonna try to get into all the crevices of it. And we'll see about that once I start painting it. You'll see it when I do that. All right. So what we do, we got this paint. Kind of mix it up a little bit. Okay, we got some paint. What we're just do is. All right, so we're just gonna pour it over.
I wish you even sniff that.
Well, make sure it's good paint. All right, so I'm just gonna do a little bit. You don't really need a lot, because I'm gonna do like mixtures. I'm gonna do like this greenish, but that's a little dark green or dark. It's like grayish green, so I don't really want olive. Yeah, it's a olive color. I want to do a little lighter, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some little white to it. No measurement, just eyeing it all. I'm gonna do that. There we go. A little bit lighter. Add water. Because what we're gonna do is stain it up, so that's all you're using. Right? So partially it's half and half. Sometimes it's even more than half. So I'm just gonna close this up, shake it up. Make sure you shake it up. Make sure you tighten it really good, because you'll be like this, hold the wall. Not good. Alright, so basically, okay, so when we did that, I'm just gonna get it on a brush. And just kinda, hey, do I like that color? See, and a lot of you can see the wood right through it. So that's basically what you wanted to do, is you want it really, really thin so that you can see the wood through it. And you're just see, and there you go. See how that's coming out? That's actually not bad. That's actually pretty good. Because you're in the darker areas on the grains, it'll pick up the color a lot more, and then on the flatter portions of the grains, it'll show the wood more. So it's not bad. That's pretty good. Well, I'm gonna use this right there. So there you go, something like that. You know, it's okay if it's different colors here and there, you know, all over the place. That's what it is. It's all you're playing around with it. Just keep going at it, keep going at working it back and forth on all the wood, and just get something that you like. You know how it's gonna look. You know, go ahead and get some plastic. You know, just get some plastic laid on the floor. Do it there, but be careful. Get a rag and stuff. You can clean it up really quick and stuff too. And sometimes even with, you know, as you're brushing it too, if it's a little bit too much, then just get a rag and just kind of go over it. That'll take out some of the stuff too, and that'll help out too. You know, be it so it's not so much on it. So you just quickly, as soon as you get in, you're like, oh, whoa, that's way too much. Just start rubbing it off a rag, and you know, let it, you know, work it that way. All right. Next is an old T-shirt. You use that. All right. See you there.
Okay, so got my mixture and my paint. I'm gonna paint that up. I'm not gonna paint the top part or the bottom because we're gonna cover that anyways. So I'm just gonna do it really quick and just do the outside all around it on the inside and such. All right. All right, so basically I didn't do very much on this. If you can tell, I brushed it really quickly. So there's some areas like where you can see the wood behind it, that's what you want. You want it that old age look type style. And so that's basically what we're gonna do, and that's what the whitewash is doing. We're just slapping it on there, having it show the All right, so I gotta do, okay, so let's see. All right, so what we have now is they're all ready to go. They're painted up, except the top they're not done. We just gotta do is measure out the length. We know that the 1x3s, one 1x3 and two 1x4s will equal the amount of distance that we need for the top, right? So that's what we gotta measure out. So in here, let's say this is 30 inches, right? That's from end to end. It's a little bit over 30 inches, but that's okay. Let's see if this is about the same. You want to measure each one because you want to find out which one's going to be best for each one, because they're different sizes of crates, and as you put them together, they kind of come out a little bit different. So what you want to do is measure which one you want to do. So, and if it hangs off a little bit on the other side, that's fine. You just want to try to get kind of close. So I would say 30 1/4. Yeah, we'll do 30 1/4. Cool. Okay, and then we'll just screw them down. So I'm gonna go ahead and there's wood down there on the floor. We're gonna cut all that up into 30 1/4. We're gonna mark on this side because that's the way the blade's gonna hit. The blade is gonna be on this side. So when I line up the blade of the saw, I want the teeth marks are gonna be like this, basically. This is over exaggerating, but the teeth are gonna be like there. So that's why I'm doing the line. I put an X on this side, is so wherever the teeth hit on the wood, I want that side of the blade hit. So this is the chunk that's going to be cut off, and it's going to cut off that much. So this side, you're always getting the correct measurement each time.
All right, so we chopped everything down. Let's say what's it? 30 1/4. 30 1/4. Okay, so we chopped everything down. See at the top. That's how it's going to end up looking. All right, so that's how we're basically going to do. So as you can see, what we're going to end up doing is get it on there. It is going to be off here and there, but that's okay because, like I said, the boxes themselves are not perfect, and you just want to get it kind of somewhat straight in essence, but not really, because you want some flaws in it, basically. Yeah, you kind of want it so you got some flaws in it. What?
Character.
Character. It'll give it character. Yeah, it'll give it character when you do that. By doing that. So you put this on here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to screw these going downward into the crates, right? So this is going to get screwed down into the crates. While over here, I'm not going to screw down into it because this is so thin, if I screw downward into it, it's just going to poke out. You know, if I try to bite it, it's not really going to bite very well. So when on this side, well, basically I'm going to screw downward on this way, but here I'm going to screw upward. Okay, that way this will bind to this, but I'm also doing glue on it as well. So right, sometimes you'll have like little holes. Like this one actually has like a little hole in it. That's okay because that just gives it much more character as well. Some more character. So little things like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, that's part of this whole thing. It just gives it all kinds of character. Right. So, all right, so at this point right now, all I did is I flipped it over, and now I'm just going to do the other side, and then we're just going to screw that down. Continue with that on both sides, you know. Be careful. All right. You saw it. But anyways, be careful when you're putting this together. That you don't accidentally slip on the screw and jab the drill into your finger. Just another little thing to kind of help you out, to kind of help it stay together. See right here, you got this long thickness here. You can just get a screw, one screw, and get it tacked onto this. So that'll give you some help as well, just to keep it together some more, all right? So, because we have the 2, 1, 4, 1 time 1 inch by 4 inches, and then the 1 by 3 in the middle, okay? The diameter of these things are really nice because they fit right into there. So basically you're trying to just line them up, and then we're gonna, after you screw them in, we're just gonna attach it. So this is gonna be there, and this is gonna be here. So you kind of want to just give it some time, or give it a little bit of look on how you want it. I come in just about a 1/2 inch in here, You know, if you want to use your finger, you know, go with that. You know, just go a little bit in. You know, just a little bit in. Just they're gonna be offset. Like I said, the crates themselves are just all different sizes, so you're just kind of eyeing it. If you want to, you can actually go to the end here. You know, that's another way of doing it. Just kind of line it up from the end to edge, which is not a good way. Actually, I'm going to do it that way myself right now, just because it looks nice. And just move these around the way you want them, the way you want it to look. Doesn't matter which way. It just kind of gives you your appeal. A better way is actually just go on the side. That's what I would think. And if you want to do them diagonal this way or do them this way, that's fine. It's all about how you like it. Okay. The screws I'm using has got a bigger head on it. So it's going to dig into the wood, but you want it so that it will not fall through. All right. So, but you want it also to grip it pretty good into the wood. All right. So that's what we're going to do. My finger. Be careful of that. Like I keep saying, learn from my mistakes. Throw some screws here. Just go slow. Get in the middle as much as you can. You just go slow until it grips the wood. There you go. Alright, see, there you go. So we're going to attach these on all four corners, kind of like the same way, flush and flush, flush and flush, you know, and then we'll continue on, alright? Then right here, that's how we'll just screw it in. And then we stick the other one and screw it on top of that, right? Probably can't see that, but that's okay. So, I mean, that's it. And then the top right is going to be there, the other shelf. Alright, so we'll continue on. We'll do the bottoms and things like that. Do the same thing on the bottom. We're going to do the same thing for the bottoms. We're just going to go around and start screwing these on all four corners. Alright? We'll go from there. We'll see you then. Here we go. One side done, right? This is going to be the floor. This is basically the bottom part, upside down. So this is going to be on the floor. It should be fine like this for like carpet and stuff like that. But if you got like hardwood floors and stuff, go get those one things that kind of, you know, what do they call them? We stick them under and they kind of...
Felt pads?
Felt pads. Yeah, get felt pads. Put them under. That way it protects your floors and stuff. Alright, look at that. That was the cardboard that cracked. That crackled like So there you go. See? There's one side. Alright? Now we do the rest. Now we got the 4 on this side for the longer poles. Alright? So now all we gotta do is they're light enough, right? So you can lift them. Probably if you need some help, ask a buddy, ask a friend, ask your wife, ask some, you know. So there you go. So we're just gonna put this on together, just organize, just kind of how we want it, how we like it. Okay, so here we go. So like right back here, it's kind of leaning outward a little bit. So when we start screwing it in, we're gonna push in, then we're gonna screw. First screw, all you gotta do is get that first screw in. So what I'll probably end up doing is getting one screw in, going to the next one, get the other one in, get the other one in, and then get back to here and then see about pushing in. But I wanna make sure these other 3 are in good shape before I start trying to do this one. This one's the one that's off a little bit. This one is 2. All right, so I'm going to do 2 of them. So let me get the 2 front ones in first, and then we'll go from there. All right, so that's basically what we're doing. So first one, we'll just kind of upside down. Look at this. So we got the first one in, all right? I would say put 2 screws in each one on the front ones, the ones that you are going to use as your base. And drop screw. All right, so we got that one, right? That's 30. So we'll work on this one over here, get that one going. All right.
Do you want me to like push on the other side?
Sometimes, well, you got to loosen the other ones underneath. It gives you a little bit more room. See, now it's giving me a little bit more room to work with it. See, now I can adjust it more. So now then I can screw it where I can tack it there and then tack it back down. And then it'll tighten it. Alright, so, like I said, I got that on by loosening this. Now I went ahead and tacked that on. Now I'm going to go back and screw these back in. There we go. That side's tight. Now I got to go back over here and deal with this other one. Same thing, do the same thing. I'm just going to give myself some room here. So I'm going to loosen these 2 down here, push it forward, and then do the same thing I did on the other side. Okay, so there you go. So now I just screw these back down. There we go. Alright, here we go. Finished project right here. So, alright, let's get it off the cardboard and put it up against the wall like we wanted it. And I'll show you how we adjust it. Alright, so we got it there. Let's put it into place where we want it. Okay? So we got it here, right? So we got these pipes. And you're like, oh, it's gonna fall over and stuff like that. This is where you want to adjust the feet. So you're kind of wanting it so it'll lean inward or backwards. So if you want to bring it out a little bit, just slightly, not much, just slightly. You kind of work at it that way, so it's just give it a little bit of room. What you'll do is on the front side, you'll give it much more height than the back, so that way it kind of pushes backwards, so it'll tilt it inward that way, towards the wall. So that when you start putting everything on it, it'll lean towards the wall. All right? So that's how you kind of do it. So even like right here, if you wanted to, you can actually do the same thing, but mainly you want to do it towards the bottom. You tighten up the back and kind of shorten it, and in the front you kind of tighten it outward, all right? All I'm doing is I'm lifting it up and I'm unscrewing it from here downward, and if I need to get a little bit more, I'll just lift it up and then unscrew the foot. So, okay, so that's all I'm doing. I'm lifting it up just so I can unscrew the bottom. There we go. That's actually doing it really well right there.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That's not moving at all now. Bouncing now. Look at that. It's not doing hardly even moving. Once you start getting things on it, you got it. All right. There you go. Crate, pipe, what? Galvanized piping or pipe, whatever. Pipe crate bookshelf. Right. Enjoy making it. It'll be fun. All right. Anyways, we got everything in its place. We didn't able to get everything in there from the last when we first saw it, but we were able to. All these bins. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of these. 2 of the big ones. It kind of shows more that what was inside the bin, so it makes it easier to kind of come here for my wife to come here and take a look at what she's actually got, all her projects she's got. like a project for life, I guess. The lifetime projects. These are projects. These are things. So all these are all projects he's working on, and so it's easier for her to see what she's got if she's got enough yarn and stuff just by looking at it right here. She can look at all the colors. So it kind of organizes it more than just being on top of bins and stuff. And she has to keep unstacking the bins, restacking the bins, and things like that, and trying to dig through them. Makes it a lot easier, right? We're probably gonna see about making another one off to the side, kind of where these bins are at right here. Same thing like this. Make another one. And that's the thing about it with this type of crate bookshelf type thing or storage unit per se. You could build it upwards, or you can actually build it and just have it off to the side. So instead of going all the way up with it, you can do another one off to the side. So then have another one, a tall one. So whichever way you want to do it, you can actually have do all kinds of stuff with it. If you wanted to just have the boards come straight out and then have it up here and then have a bookshelf type thing, that's okay. Whatever you do, start just be creative about it all. I mean, just try different things you want to do with it. If you just want to have it where it just comes here and have this crate on the side and then have a long shelf unit type thing, you can do it that way and then have a bunch of books across it. There's another way, and then hang a picture on top. That's another way of doing it. So just different ways you want to do it. Just, but at least gives you something to start off with in what we're doing here, all right? Enjoy.
Saw, use that. I've got a chop saw, so I'm going to use the chop saw.
Help!